The people around me, the other Nigerian girls around me don't have this hair. What could be different? Do you understand? Somebody was telling me, why are you posting how you make stuff on your channel? Can't see, it's just like exposing your secret. You're a woman, you're not a subordinate, you're a woman of value, a woman of valor. Don't let anybody intimidate you by gender or by position. Stay strong, stay true to yourself, be your authentic self, be passionate and be consistent.
Okay, so hi, nice to see you, Deborah. This is,
Nice.
I'm just going to do a quick introduction. I mean, I'm George Ibuonu, the CEO of BananaCrystal. We do peer-to-peer trading of US dollars with any currency anywhere in the world. And we have a platform that brings together brokers, buyers, and sellers together to do the currency exchange and transactions. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and let the audience know who you are, what you do, and all the beautiful things you're doing here so far to help women as well as other people globally.
Okay, thank you. I'm former Deborah Nkemjika. I'm a natural hair consultant, YouTuber, and a scholar.
That's
I
Yeah, go ahead. All right.
Okay. So I help women nurture their God-given hair. I help women take care of their hair, show them techniques that could be easy for them to, take good care of their hair. Because I noticed that ladies, young women like me, have challenges with taking care of their hair. It's too tough, it's too strong, it's hard to take care of. But I try to fill in that gap to let them know that it's easy to take care of your hair. You don't have to, slap on some relaxer in your hair to look good. Do you understand? We should own our natural beauty. We should own our natural self. So I try to educate them on the importance of hair care and, self-empowerment. Like, how you see yourself is how you're going to represent yourself. So if you see the beauty in yourself, your natural self, if you are confident about yourself, you not want to, wear synthetic hair. Okay, I'm not saying synthetic hair is bad, it's a choice to make, but being confident in your natural self. Because in school, while I was in school, I noticed that some girls, they can't leave their door if they don't wear makeup or wear fake hair. Do you understand? So it has eaten deep into their personal confidence. So it's my duty to, bring that awareness that it's okay to be yourself. You are beautiful the way you are. Anybody that is going to criticize you for looking natural, that means that person is not even supposed to be in your life. That person don't even have a say in what you stand for. So we should not let ourselves be intimidated by people's opinions or the Western standard of beauty, the woke standard of beauty. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, so this is really amazing to hear that. We at BananaCrystal have a program called Tell a Woman Campaign, where it's all about economic empowerment of women. And we like to showcase women like yourself in different areas, different genres, different walks of lives at different stages in their career, in their level of development, so other people can relate to. And what we see with you, what you're doing is very important, because for most women, there is a lot of time spent on looking good, making sure they are presentable, which is all good and nice and good. But there's also, at the end of the day, women are the bedrock of the society. They're the ones that take care of the children, the houses, the family. So having economic empowerment of women is also key. So you are helping them get over that, because sometimes the self-confidence comes with the beauty and the presentation of themselves, but helping them in that area gets them over that. But once they get over that hump, they still need to generate a living or generate some revenue. And that's where the Tell a Woman campaign comes in. So we love what you're doing, because that's the first step. If people don't feel confident in themselves or they have some self-doubts, which usually sometimes starts from, am I presentable or, um, eh, then the next step will be, okay, when you get through that, then what next? You need to get into the financial aspect of it. Okay, can I provide for my kids? Do I have a reliable partner that can support me? And if not, um, you know, maybe I can take care of myself also. So there are all these other questions. But one of the things that we're looking at is to you is how did you even get into this? Because yeah, how did you even get into this? Most people are trying to sell hair products and fake hair products and all kinds of stuff, and you were going in the opposite direction, which which I think is really nice. Be yourself. You're saying people you're looking at empowering women to be themselves, to have confidence in themselves, and have confidence in their natural beauty. But how did you get into this? Maybe you can just walk us through your background and why you chose to do this.
Okay. It started while I was a child. I was seeing Nickelodeon. There's a station on DSTV that is called Nickelodeon. So seeing those black kids with full, well-rounded hair, I was like, wow, I like this. Like it's like it was calling on me. It was attractive. I was like, because in Nigeria, it's very common to, relax your hair. Do you understand? I didn't have anybody that I could role model, like that I wanted to be in terms of hair aspect. But seeing those children on Nickelodeon, like that representation, they're black like me, and they have this hair, but the people around me, the other Nigerian girls around me, don't have this hair. What could be different? Do you understand?
Yes.
At that time, I was in low cuts. I was still in secondary school. The school I attended, you don't keep hair as a girl until you are done with secondary school. So the elder girls around me were all relaxed. But see children overseas on TV with full kinky hair. I would like that. I would like my hair to look like that. What can I do? What makes their hair different from the other girls in Nigeria that I see every day? So I noticed that it is the relaxer. So if I keep my hair and I don't relax it, will it look like this? So I
So
reasoned it
just for
and
the audience that are international, some of the terms that you're using are more specific to Nigeria and Africa. So I would say like, secondary school will be high school over here, and relaxer would be called texturizer here in the US and other places. So just for the audience, just for clarification, relaxer means relaxing your hair, straightening out your hair using texturizers like they call it here, or relaxers in Africa and other places. So the names are interchangeable, but the message is the same. So go on.
so I was like, so if I keep my hair, will it look like that? I really want this. I really love what I'm seeing on these girls. So I planned that after my secondary school, I'm going to save my hair. I'm not going to cut it, and I'm not going to use relaxers in my hair. So it was personal. I was just, hoping that my hair would look like that. So after I wrote my WAEC, then I started keeping my hair. I started saving my hair. Then it started growing. It started growing. I noticed that it was looking like that during the teeny weeny afro. I noticed that it was because that was my first time seeing what my natural hair looks like, honestly, which is not good. Like seeing your hair for the first time, your natural hair for the first time at 16 years, I'm beginning to think about it like it's a problem, like it's not good. Do you understand? Because this is
Yes,
a hair
yes.
that
So,
God
so
has
most
given
people
us.
grow up, most women all over the world get to experience their hair. But from what you were saying, you were forced to cut your hair because of the school you were in. I guess it must have
Yeah.
been a boarding house or something where they had strict rules. And then only when you got to 16 years old did you realize that you had a different kind of hair, because that's for the first time you were able to grow your hair out. So that in itself might feel like some oppression, or it seems like oppression, not even being able to experience or take care of your body the way you would like it to be, like your hair and your body, obviously, will be considered some kind of, it seems very restrictive and oppressive. But go ahead.
So I noticed that I started having teeny weeny afro and I was in love with my hair. I was just experimenting. I wanted more. I wanted it to grow more. So I didn't have much knowledge about hair care. So I was just reading books. I didn't have a phone then, but I was just, trying out things. I used to hear that aloe vera grows hair. I'll go and try aloe vera. Coconut oil grows hair. I'll go and try coconut oil. Shea butter and stuff. It's just stuff that I hear randomly and I want to go and try to grow my hair. So with that, I started, carving out a routine, small, small, you know, being consistent. I was just fascinated about my hair, so I was just being adventurous. Then I started noticing that people around me, other girls, were interested about my hair. But before then, they were pressuring me. They were pressuring me, "Won't you relax your hair?" Because after secondary school, I was not the only person that planned to keep hair. A lot of my classmates and friends from my neighborhood also planned to keep their hair. So while we were at that keeping our hair stage, so it got to a point they were relaxing theirs, but I wasn't relaxing mine. Do you get? So they were, "You need to relax your own." I said, "No, I'm not going to relax my own. I want my hair to grow like that." It was weird to them, it was funny to them because we're not used to, full natural hair. It's always relax, go and relax it so that you look good. They feel that if you relax your hair, that is when your beauty comes out. Do you understand? You look more neat and more presentable, and you are able to, make, versatile hairstyles befitting of a young lady.
No, no,
So, but I
no,
said, no,
no.
I'm not going to relax it. I just,
Oh,
there's something, there's something I'm looking for, there's something I want. So it was just weird. It was as if I was just, being weird. Do you get? But they don't know what I know. I don't know if they also watch Nickelodeon. Probably they do, but they were not fascinated by it because that was not what was reigning in our environment at that point. So in my environment at that point, natural hair was not woke, it was not viral as at then. So it was just a personal choice. I didn't have anybody to look up to, but I did anyway. So I started, trying on things. So later, when it started making sense, I started seeing that, oh, okay, it got to a point, that kind of 2017, in my area, natural hair started, being like a thing. It's as if it started trending online. So, think people are there. It's as if our minds now are being controlled by what is trending online. If something is not trending online and you're doing it, it's not cool. Do you understand? It's only when something
Yeah.
is trending online, that's when it becomes cool. So I noticed that it's as if naturally I started becoming cool. I started getting more compliments. This was me before. I wasn't really getting compliments at all. I was seen as weird. All of a sudden, I started
You went
getting
from being
compliments.
criticized, you went from
Yes,
being criticized to being now you were accepted suddenly because the trend
yes,
shifted in your direction.
yes. So everybody was like, "What do you use for your hair? Is this your hair?" I was like, haven't you guys been seeing my hair all this while? So how come it's now just all of a sudden the sudden attention?" So I started, telling them the little things I do to keep my hair and all that. So they were interested. And with time, I went to school, I gained admission into the university. So it was even oh my God, the attention was even more crazy. So I was giving little advices. So I started noticing that I had a thing to educate people. Do you understand? So, and this is something that I'm really passionate about. This is something that I enjoy doing in my closet. So it's interesting seeing that people value that knowledge. So I started, sharing my knowledge with people, you know, publicly, then like that. That's how I got here. And God has been
That's how you
helping
started
me.
your YouTube channel and basically focusing on that.
Yes.
So what
Yes.
happens? What do you do when you receive feedback and comments from people that use synthetic hair that say, or that are pushing their own and they are upset that you're doing using the natural hair, or you're pushing natural being yourself and having a natural hair?
I won't say I really, because most of them are just talking based on either from business perspective, maybe my brand being a bad business to them, or they are coming from the ignorance perspective, because some person they just say things ignorantly. They just feel that natural hair is not possible for them. They've already self-condemned themselves. Do you understand? They've
Yeah.
condemned their hair already. Like they'll be like, people have told me it's just genes, it's just genes. I have good genes. So I have good genes for hair. Then that means you're trying to say you have bad genes. And who told you you have bad genes? You've not even tried. You've not even tried to take care of your hair because you don't have that patience to take care of your hair. Because whatever you nurture will grow. So if you have that patience to, apply the right technique, then you'd see that your hair is thriving. You don't have to have a fast hair growth rate to have long hair. Even with the quarter inch you may be growing every month, if you're able to retain that length without using harsh chemicals or over manipulating your hair, you see that you'll be able to retain enough length by the end of the year. So it's not about how fast your hair grows, it's about how well you retain that length.
Yes. And
So
then for those
um
that are talking positively about you there, one of the challenges that we see is that, you're doing this from your heart. How are you able to generate revenue? Because some of the other women that are doing synthetic hair, basically selling a product. So at the end of the video, they can sell their hair weave-on or hair extensions or basically whatever hair product that they are pushing, they are able to monetize it by offering it for sale. But you, on the other hand, you're operating on the natural side. So it might be a bit tricky for you in terms of generating revenue. So, so
yes, tricky.
yes,
So it's good to make money. It's good to make money off of whatever you're passionate about. But the money is not first here for me. The knowledge, and I find more joy sharing this knowledge. So how I make hair growth oil, because at a point I stopped using some of all these, products, store-bought products. I started noticing that God created the world perfectly. Like all the things we need are just here with us. Because some chemicals in these store-bought products are not good for our hair. But they'll write that it can grow your hair one day, overnight, blah 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 blah, which is not true. So I started, trying to, I started getting curious with things that are already in the kitchen, like onions, moringas, peppermint leaves, just different things that we eat. Carrots. I started experimenting and I started making oils, my own hair oils, and stuff like that, deep conditioning my hair. So, and everything is on my channel. How I make things I prepare especially for my hair, they are all on my channel. I show people. Somebody was telling me, why are you posting how you make stuff on your channel? Can't see, it's just like exposing your secrets. Do you understand? I was like, people that will patronize it will patronize it. People will still pay. Despite the fact that I have those recipes on my channels, people still ask me to do for them because not everybody, not the audience funneling or whatever it's called. Not everybody have the time to make those things. Even though I have the videos, they're up on my channel. They'll still
yes.
ask me to do for them. Do you understand? They still pre-order, and I make and give them and get my money. So even though it's not frequent, but I don't feel bad about it because I know that I'm going somewhere. I'm not a mediocre. I'm not going to get, my brand is not going to end here. I know that with time, I'm still going to see that money, so I don't have to cheat people to get there.
Yeah, so this is excellent. So this is a good example of you as a young lady taking up, seeing a problem, solving the problem, finding a way to monetize the problem in a nice way, and still keeping yourself authentic to your values and not sacrificing or getting carried away by what is out there. So this is one of the reasons why we wanted to have you on board to showcase that you can start at any level, at any scale, and with any type of product or service, and still work your way through. One of the things that we have on BananaCrystal that might help you is that we have a way for people to tip you. So a lot of people might like what you're doing, and we have a payment link. We have, like, on our platform, we have an opportunity where you can sign up. It takes like 5 minutes to sign up. You generate a pay button, and people can tip you from anywhere in the world. So instead of just liking your videos, which doesn't do anything to your pocket, they can as well send you some money, like a tip. And because of our payment button is designed that it works anywhere in the world, anybody from anywhere in the world can tip you in their local currency. Because one of the challenges is that if you're in Nigeria and somebody's in the US and they want to tip you, they might not be able to do so. But with our pay button, we have a way that allows people to tip you in any currency anywhere in the world. So somebody in the US, somebody in France, somebody in Germany, somebody in Korea, they can all come in and send you tips in whatever currency. And then through our P2P platform, peer-to-peer exchange, you can convert the currency that they sent you to Naira in this case, which is the local Nigerian currency where you are. So you can receive money in all these different currencies and then through the platform, convert it to whatever currency you want to be at. So we like to say we're the only ones that have a pay button that works anywhere and everywhere in the world, unlike most other payment solutions that work either in one country or in one region and doesn't work in any other place. Like PayPal might work in the US, but doesn't work in Nigeria, or Cash App might work somewhere and might not work in Europe, so we have a payment system that works everywhere in the world. So just something I'm throwing out there that you might want to put on your YouTube videos or on your channel or your website eventually that will allow you to receive tips. Because I think what you're doing, so many women all around the world will resonate with that and support you because they have the same problem, right? So women sometimes are being forced to, they have straight hair, they're trying to get coily hair. And in Africa, where women have coily hair, they're trying to get their hair straightened using texturizers, relaxers, to relax their hair or texturize their hair to get straight. So you have all these, but what that does is that people lose confidence in themselves and their ability as opposed to feeling like I'm enough, I'm beautiful enough, I'm whole and complete as I am, okay with my looks, and then it allows you to focus on other things. But if you're so caught up in how you look and what, whether people will accept me if I come out like this, and so people spend a lot of time, both men and women, in that battle that you lose your confidence, and you need, instead of spending that time on maybe economic empowerment, taking care of family, children, doing other things, you might be caught up. I know a lot of people that spend almost all their money on beauty products or, and stuff, and they don't spend the time doing anything else. So maybe you can also speak to, from what you're saying now, I want to say, what advice would you give to women aspiring to become content creators? How can they find the right niche and create valuable content like you did? You found a niche, something you're passionate about, and then you're now creating content on YouTube. So a lot of women are trying to do, they love what you're doing. They can see that you have, broken out of the mold. So what kind of advice would you give to other women aspiring to become content creators online? And how can they find the right niche for themselves,
Okay, first of all, I like to tell them to stop procrastinating because because I was affected by that. Even though I knew that I had a passion for it, even though I knew that I can be of good service to people around me, especially in school when I have a lot of girls that really need this value I have, I will just focus on the physical. I was too scared to go online, especially YouTube, even though I really wanted to be a YouTuber because I watch other content creators. I also learned a lot from other YouTubers, hair care YouTubers that are ahead of me. So I knew that I needed to start my own channel to help other people too around me because I noticed that people get inspired by my hair because them too don't have people to look up to around them. Do you understand? So
Yes.
starting my own channel as a Nigerian YouTuber, it will really go a long way in helping young girls. So, and meeting them physical, and most of the times we meet by accident, maybe during class or when I'm in a bus and there's not enough time to talk. So I could have easily just referred them to my YouTube channel, but no, I was too scared to open a YouTube channel. I was, procrastinating a lot. Am I good enough? Camera, since talking in front of the camera, I don't have all the gadgets I need. I was so worried about unimportant things. I'm forgetting the real value here. So I was like, okay, soon, next year never comes. I'm too busy, schoolwork. After I finish school, I'm going to do it. After I finish school, I still didn't do it. It still took to, I was just, so at a point I sat, to the extent even my male friends were, ginger me or baby, see, because whenever I'm out, even while in public with my male friends, people still, compliment my hair and want to know more about me and how I care for my hair. So even my male friends were like, "Yo, do this thing, open this channel." Do you understand?
Yes.
So with their support and encouragement, and I just decided to do it afraid. So I was skeptical about a lot of things because I'm a very quiet, private person. I was like, opening a YouTube channel, coming online means that people are going to see some part of my house. People are going to see the clothes I wear. What if they say, this girl is only this clothes you have? So I was worried about a number of things, but I did it afraid. I started because at a point I got tired of being so comfortable with, my present level. Because when you're too comfortable with in your comfort zone, you're not going to excel. Do you understand? You're just going
Yeah.
to
So you,
stay
you
there.
took that leap
Yeah.
of faith, essentially. You
Yeah.
actually jumped in, you were scared, you were
Mm.
afraid, you still took that leap of faith. And I
Yes.
think that's what holds a lot of people back. And then you said some of the words there,
Mm.
you were also worried about how people will judge you and and what they will say and all this other stuff. So all these thoughts run through your head. At the end of the day, you still went ahead and did it. That's exactly, that's why one of the reasons why we have the Tell a Woman campaign on our platform. We're trying to encourage women that yes, you can be scared, yes, you can be afraid, but at the end of the day, you still can take that step because other women are doing it. And frankly, women sometimes are better when they come in. They bring it a different energy into the business or the workforce. When they come in, they are more. We like to say I like to say that they are more accommodating and open-minded to allowing other people diversity. They give people chances. There's more. They are more equitable in the environment, which is what you need in a business environment, so that it's not just dog eat dog or very competitive or very cutthroat, but you have that compassion, you have that empathy, you have the ability to see other people as they are. So so go ahead. Anyway, I like what you were saying and how you were able to accomplish overcome all the reservations and all the self-doubts and things that stopped you from progressing forward.
So when I started, I just took that leap of faith, did my first video, and I noticed that wow, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying, filming. I'm enjoying editing these videos. I started, making more research on how to do better as a YouTuber. I started learning new terms about YouTube and new, a lot of things. So I was like, I noticed that I started growing from a different dimension. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because even while I was working as a personal assistant, I, I think that was what provoked me. What provoked me was yeah, my friends they encouraged me, but what really provoked me was I started working as a personal assistant, and every day from 7 o'clock a.m. to 6 o'clock p.m., I'm helping someone promote her brand online and offline. I design graphics for her brand. I write emails. Oh my God, I do everything brandable. And I'll just be thinking, I'm doing this for someone else's brand and I don't even have a brand. So I have all these skills, but I can't even use it for myself. So that was what really provoked me. Do you understand? I said, I'm going to
Yes.
create a brand for myself. I'm going to use what I have. I'm going to use the talent I have. Sometimes we just overlook values we have. We think that our value is not good enough, or maybe it's too small. That you have so much knowledge about a thing doesn't mean that you should overlook that thing, because that thing you think is too little in your eyes, maybe someone else's big deal. Do you understand? Somebody needs that
Yes.
knowledge somewhere, and somebody values that knowledge so much. So you have to be able to be a problem solver to not just people around you, but people worldwide. You can come online, share that value, then you see that you see people that really appreciate it even more than you do. So that
Yes.
was what really provoked me that I must open this channel. I must open this channel. So I started using the skills I already acquired while in school, and started editing my videos, making thumbnails and stuff like that. And started learning more about how to navigate YouTube and other social media platforms. I started taking course on digital marketing, and started seeing that it's been working well for me. So I was just passionate because I was also worried about consistency because I don't really like this public life, all this online stuff. I was okay with Facebook, but I was like, opening a YouTube channel will make me more accountable, and am I willing to take up that challenge? Because shooting putting up a video like a live, what if somebody falls in love with your personality online and you're not able to keep bringing that value, keep bringing videos? Is it will be more awkward than Facebook that you write whenever you have chance to write. So, and putting up content on YouTube is more tasking than Facebook.
Yeah.
So I was like, God, will I be able to be consistent with this? But when I started anyway, I started, enjoying the process, and it's something I was really passionate about. So, and I was my authentic self, even though I didn't have much things that would make that video as perfect as I wanted it to be. But I used what I have anyway. So I try to maximize the little things I have. I try to be creative with the limited resources I have to bring out the beauty in the videos so that it will be, up to standard. Do you understand? At least,
Yeah.
basically.
I think you've done an
So,
amazing job so far with your channel and everything, from coming from where you started and just growing it so
yeah.
quickly and so fast. And we're really, really excited that to have you on board. Like we said, the whole idea of Telewoman campaign is to get women like you, showcase women every stage in their life. So women starting off like you are, to women that are already established, to women in between, to women that are married, to women that are single, to women that have kids, that don't have kids. So women can relate. They can see all these different aspects that women are doing stuff. At any age, any economic level they are at, people are doing stuff. They're actually going out there trying to better themselves. They're not just waiting for a man or waiting for society or something of that nature. Women are actually very, very, very resourceful and very dynamic. And we love what you're doing, and we really appreciate you coming on board here. This has been amazing. Any closing thoughts before we leave? Maybe you can drop your YouTube channel, something, so people can check you out, check out the amazing hair products you have and techniques and tips and tricks that you're sharing online for free. Don't forget to put that tip button so that you can get some tips, also, because you're really doing a good service. You're giving before asking. And most people don't want to give before trying to get. You're giving before trying to get, and that is always the best way to do business. Give before you try to get. Most people just want to take, and they don't want to give anything in return. But you are just giving away your content and your ideas and your recipes away for free, essentially. So any closing thoughts before we wrap up for today?
Okay, you're a woman, you're not a subordinate. You're a woman of value, a woman of valor. Don't let anybody intimidate you by gender or by position. Stay strong, stay true to yourself, be your authentic self, be passionate and be consistent, and you'll be whatever you put your mind to, you'll be whatever you choose to be. Like, you can be the biggest you can think of. Just keep that energy going. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Deborah. That's really, really inspirational. Thanks so much for coming on board. We're really happy to have you here, and very excited
It's
to
been
interview.
a pleasure. Thank you.